below you in about 5 to 6 miles.
310 televised, United 2363.
Frontier Flight 268, turn left heading 020, intercept the runway 35 left, localizer.
020 to intercept the 35 left, localizer Frontier 268.
495, good day. Frontier Flight 330, contact Denver Center 133.95, good day. About 25 miles.
Insight 268.
Frontier Flight 268, thanks. Assigned heading, join final, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
Assigned heading to join, cleared with the visual 35 left, Frontier 268.
Approach United 2228 out of 14-1, descending on runway
2620.
United 2228, I assume that was you calling. Plan on the visual approach, runway 35 left.
Plan the visual 35 left, United 2228.
United 2228, fly your present heading, vector to the final approach course, maintain 13,000, 13,000.
Okay, present heading for vectors down to 13,000, United 2228.
United 2363, maintain 170 knots now to Diamond.
170 to Diamond, United 2363.
Southwest 2620, maintain 170 knots now to Diamond.
170 Diamond, Southwest 2620.
Approach Skywest 5117, 13,000, descending via 35 left.
Skywest 5117, Denver approach, plan on the visual approach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Southwest 2620, contact tower now, 133.3, have a great day.
Southwest 2620, good day.
228, fly heading 040, vectors final, maintain 12,000.
Heading 040 down to 12,000, United 2223.
United 2363, traffic 2, moving to 1 o'clock, 3.5 miles northwestbound to United 737, 7,600, there for the east parallel.
United 2363, look.
Yes, 5222, contact approach 133.62.
Yeah, it's 5222.
10,000, they'll be joining the west parallel Airbus. Maintain your present speed off floor in a few miles.
Thank you, sir. Contact tower now, 133.3. Have a great day.
33.3, good day, United 2363.
Frontier Flight 268, and just confirm you are still clear for the approach. Just give me 190 knots or greater. Still advised?
190 or greater to advise, and cleared for the visual still, 35 left, Frontier 268.
Descend 10,000, fly heading 290, Skies 5222.
Skies 5629, maintain 170 knots or greater to front.
170 or greater to front, Skywest 5629.
268, we're on the localizer.
Vectors for the visual approach.
Present heading and visual push for 35 right, United 2314.
United 2314, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000?
Affirmative, United 2314, 8,000.
On the 8, United 2314.
United 1493, maintain 170 knots or greater to front.
170 or greater to front, United 1493.
Now 357, contact approach 123.85, good day.
United 357, good day.
The right runway there, the east parallel.
Gas 6629, contact the tower 133.3, good day.
333, Skywest 5629.
The Flatty 1.
United 2228, turn left heading 020, intercept the 35 left localizer.
Heading 020 to intercept the 35 left localizer, United 2228.
Southwest 5143, Denver approach, plan on the visual approach, runway 35 left. United 357, Denver approach, plan on the visual approach, runway 35 left.
United 357.
Skywest 5117, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000, Skywest 5117.
Flight 268, maintain 170 knots to Diamond. That traffic ahead to your right for the east parallel. It's an ERJ out of 7,500.
70 or greater, and, or 170 to Diamond, and we got the traffic in sight, 268 to tower.
here 268, affirmative. Contact tower now, 133.3. Have a great day.
You too. 32-3, 268, good day.
United 2228, the airport, 11 o'clock, 15 miles.
Field is United 2228.
United 2228, heading 020, join final, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
020 to join and clear for the visual 35 left, United 2228.
Approach Skywest 5143, descending via the ski with for 35 left and information kilo.
Sky City 143, Denver approach, good afternoon. Fly your present heading, vectors final approach course, descend and maintain 12,000, 12,000.
Present heading down to 12,000, Skywest 5143.
Turn slide 792.
70 or better till Diamond, United 2228.
Sky was 5735, heading 020, vectors to final, and reduce speed to 210.
Heading 020, speed 210, Sky 5730.
0, Skywest 5117.
Say that again.
Oh, 1790, contact approach 133.62.
3362, Southwest 1790.
Parallel.
United 2228, looking.
United 357, descend and maintain 9,000.
Send to 9,000, that's 367.
Plan 35 right, so
United 2314, turn right, heading 325 to join final, clear visual approach, turn 35 right.
325 to join the final, clear visual 35 right, yeah, 2314.
United 2314, traffic 12 o'clock at 5 miles and above you, it'll be to the west trail.
Okay.
That's 222 airport, 1 o'clock, 17 miles.
Airport's inside, Skies 5222.
5222 heading 325 to join final, clear visual approach, turn 35 right.
Heading 325 to join, cleared visual 35 right, Skywest 5222.
Connected to PilotEdge.
62, Sky 5730.
Sky 5730, that wasn't for you, stay with me.
Roger.
4612-3 on the 5.
That's 46 airport, turn 35 right.
35 right, that's 46.
0,000.
Left turn 020 down to 10,000, Sky 5143.
RNM Zulu approach runway 35 right, Denver altimeter 3041.
It'll be 170, so 170 heading, and descend and maintain 10,000.
170 on the heading down to 10,000, South 1790.
United 2314, 170 knots for greater France, contact tower now, 133.3.
33 and 170 clear to France, United 2214.
Skywest 5046, turn right, heading 300, and descend and maintain 9,000.
All right. Hey guys, how are you guys doing this Monday afternoon? Back to the grind. We're going to do a little IFR out of Aspen to Telluride. I've got custom scenery for both, Payware aircraft and Ortho. So, should be a pretty scenic flight. Chose to do this flight because the weather is just great for it. I mean, it's not like a cloud in the sky, so the visuals should be just phenomenal. I'm already signed in to the PilotEdge network. This is our King Air. So we need to figure out our fuel considerations. So let's head over here for a moment. Flying on PilotEdge. I'm going to go with approximately 12 passengers in weight-wise. We're going to file that IFR. Flight level 240. We're in a King Air from Aspen to Telluride. Get that thrown together. So we need 2,200, or actually, let me add this up. So calculator, I need 419 and 203 624 and 200. I only use, because I add 100 gallons of extra for my ground operation, so I don't worry about this other stuff. So this, that, actually, those top three and the taxi is the only ones I care about. So that would be 1446 divided by 6.5, which is the weight of 1 gallon of Jet A fuel. That's 222. So 322 total. And 222 B111. All right. And we'll come down here and departure. Got altimeter of 3047. And that's with Lima, departing runway 33. Telluride is not towered, so we'll worry about that later. Lens 9, lens, do that flight plan, slant golf, all that looks great. File. Let's log in, get our en route weather. See, not a cloud in the sky. We got the winds ain't too bad. Right down the runway for actually a little bit of a left crosswind. Telluride's got some wind shear, so that's going to be entertaining to land. It's not too bad though. Everything looks good except for the wind at Telluride. We'll also keep an eye on that. Telluride is nice and sunny. Okay. Taking off from Aspen. Coming down here to Telluride. We are here. Flight plan is on file. Good to go. Normally I would put fuel in the wings, but it's broken. 11.5 broke it. So we'll just do this little check. Check the oil. Remove the pitot covers, intakes. Hook up our ground power unit. Turn that on. Walk around is pretty much complete. So I just have to fill up the fuel this way. Since the fueler is broken, so I need 111, I think. Yeah. 111. $50. 323. Apply the fuel. All right. Let's open up these windows. Get rid of the control rope. And we'll set the e-brake. And we'll set these conditioner throttles and such. At 28 on external power, the GBU, and then battery should be at least 22. So that is good. We'll turn on the battery. Once that's done spinning, doing its checks, we will connect the GenTie. External power is available, so we'll go ahead and connect that. Do a bus sense test. We got GenTie lights active. Reset. And we'll check the inverters, make sure those bus lights go off. Alright. Getting some weird drag with the mouse. This plane needs an update bad. Hasn't been updated in like a year and a half, I think. Alright, so let's turn on nav and tail. Turn on that. Turn on that. We'll check our fuel. Auxiliary is the 100 gallons I put for our ground. That's our actual flight fuel. We're going to turn on our pumps so we can check the fire system. So we'll make sure the valve closes, which that one did. Do the same with the right side. All right. And we'll come over here and we'll check our warnings. Oops, sorry about the mouse there. O2 is 100%, so we're going to go ahead and arm that. Test the mask. Do engine anti-ice on for ground ops. Battery bus up normal position. Avionics are off. Engine start. So we're going to load our passengers. We're going to go 3/4. Do our passenger briefing and check the emergency lights here. Safety briefing time. Safety briefing. Baggage light. Close and seal the door. Seatbelt signs are working on both ends, so we're good there. Shut that door, and we should have 28 volts on left gen. Actually, put it there. And we'll remove the steps, which don't really need anyway. And then we'll turn on our beacon light. Area is clear, so we're going to start engine 1 first, since the ground power unit and that guy would be over there. So kick on engine 1 here. 16 NG, I think. We'll add fuel. Low idle. Check for hot start, hung start. So we got ITT rotation in the turbine, so no hung start. Oil pressure is in the green. Turbine above 50. We can turn off the starter. Close that window and conditioner lever to full power because we're going to use engine 1 to start engine 2. So we're going to disconnect external power. We're going to remove the ground power unit. And then we're going to reset Gen 1. Should have 28. Our external power is gone. 28 on left gen, so we are good there. I'm going to start engine 2. Same thing, looking for 16, and then we'll introduce fuel. Low idle. Same thing, hot start, hung start. We got rotation. Oil pressure is in the green. Above 50. Turn off the starter. Shut the window. And then we all that is good. So reset Gen 2, Gen 1. Alright, we got 28 on the left, 20 on the right. So good, leave it on triple fed. Prop RPM 1050 or above. We're at 11 or so. There we go. Do another bus sense test. Got gen tie lights, so we're good on the internal gens. We'll get the bleeds and pressure and environment going. It's actually 52 degrees, so we're gonna need to get the heat on. So each bleed needs to have at least 11 psi, so we'll turn on the left. Got 11, so we'll turn that off. Turn on the right, we got 11. So we'll turn on both bleeds, put the environment to auto, and then this will start to climb at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. We got gyro section and pneumatic pressure both in the green, so all is well there. If you needed quick heat, you could always use the electric heater, but it's not that cold. Not yet. Give it a little while and it will be here in Aspen. Alright, bus lights are on, so we need to turn on our inverters. Both inverters are on. EFIS switches coming online. Avionics coming on. Turn on our radios. GTN said 50. Give the autopilot a check here. Do an autopilot light test. Arm heading, pitch trim, rudder boost, clear out the caution. Trim for takeoff, which is in the middle of the green. Middle of the green, and we're gonna go flaps 1 or 10 or whatever it's called on this one. Flaps are good. Just going down my checklist on my phone here. Alright, we have good power on that, so we can turn on the coffee maker and furnace here. We'll check the E-lights. All of our lights are working. We'll slave both gyros, pilot in command, and first officer side PIC. Alright, so now we need to grab Aspen ATIS, which is 120.4, I believe. Let me double check, make sure it hasn't changed. Aspen elevation 7834. Need to know that for confirming the altimeter setting. Airport, I think this has a clearance. Aspen clearance, yeah. 123.75. So we'll get COM1 ready. 75. And ATIS is 120.4. So on COM2, we'll get that going. So we'll turn on both headsets for that.
Aspen pit
0. Site condition, clear. Temperature 11. Dew point -14. Altimeter 3047. Arrival runway 15. Departing runway 33. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Lima.
Alright. Current with
Aspen
Lima.
Pitkin County Airport. ATIS information, Lima. 1753 Zulu. Wind 330 between 320 and 0.
I also want to monitor guard, which is 121.5. That way you can hear if someone does a cold call for an emergency or something like that, that might be close to you. And clearance 12375, so we'll pop that over. Ground controls 0.9er. So we'll get ground on the ready. And the elevation, like I said, was 7837, so we're right on the money there. And we'll get our clearance, which I believe I have. Yeah, I did file. Alright, we're current with Lima.
November 18 Golf, descend and maintain
Like every time I go to call in the clearance, that's
2994.
when someone starts talking.
2994 and maintain 10,000, bearing 17 Golf.
I know it's going to be 16, so I'll put that there. Afternoon, Aspen clearance, King Air 1399 on Atlantic with Lima, IFR, Telluride.
King Air 1399 Aspen clearance, go to Telluride Airport, LINS center departure. LINS, then it's filed. Climb and maintain 16,000. Expect flight level 240, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 7417.
Clear to Telluride via LINS 9 departure. LINS then is filed. Maintain 16,000. Expect 240 within 10 minutes of departure. And squawk 7417 King Air 1399er.
King Air 1399er, read back correct.
Alright, so we're going to go to ground. And tower is 1885. So we're ready there. And then we need to enter the, there we go, flight plan, menu catalog, Aspen to Telluride, activate. So we got the LINS 9, LINS to Slalom. Let me check my, so we got, let me make sure this is right. Doing LINS 9.
Number 1 Golf, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
LINS Slalom.
121.3, November 171 Golf, see ya.
Okay. Slalom MTJ and Cones VOR Telluride, so that's all still valid and good. We're gonna squawk standby 7417. Enter. There we are, Aspen.
NorCal, hello, Baron 171 Golf, descending 14,200 for 10,000. We have Juliet.
And we're gonna set
November 1718 Golf, NorCal approach, roger. Thanks for Juliet, descend and maintain 8,000. Expect localizer, runway 28 left, approach from Salinas, COR.
Just maintain 8,000, we'll expect the localizer 28 left from Salinas. Baron 171 Golf.
the course would be 303 outbound. Localizer 303 outbound. Wind. And 27, I'll brief this departure in a little bit. I just want to get it set in here. 273. 273. So initially it would be 343, and then we'll do 273. And we'll grab that back course localizer outbound to Linz, and then so on and so forth. Alright, auto ignition check. So we'll turn those on. Come down here. These 4 lights will extinguish with power. I think. Yep, there they go. Do windshield anti-ice on. Do our prop de-ice check, so auto. Prop amp is in the green, so we're good there. Turn it back off and it should go back to 0, yep. Do a surface de-ice test, which this will inflate these boots with air, which would break off any ice. Now I'm not expecting icing, but still a good idea to check it. So you need max power, so conditioner lever is full forward. Now we'll do a manual check. Press and hold, you get a wing. And then the tail de-ice. That's good. Do a ground idle check. So with this, we bring up RPM to 1500, and then without moving the throttle, it will go back to idle on its own. So ground idle stop, press and hold, 1500 RPM. And then without moving the throttle, I'll let go, and it's going back to idle. So that's a good check for that one. So we'll we have to do an auto feather test and a feather test. So same thing, except this time we're looking for AFX lights. Bring this up to about 15.5 RPM. We got AFX, feather to left. Good feather, now we'll feather the right once we get the engine stable. Alrighty, those are 2 good feather tests. Engines are stable. We'll go ahead and arm the auto feather system for takeoff. Do a cabin pressure check. We're at 7,800, so 500 less. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,300. Yeah, I can't do math. 7,300. So using the outside ring for our cabin pressure, 7,300. Give us about 800 foot per minute descent on this test. And we got 500, so it's good enough. So current altitude is 78. That clears us all the way up to darn near 29,000 feet, so we don't have to test. We won't have to do anything. Actually, Telluride I think is higher than Aspen, right? Let me see. Telluride is 9,078. And then you have to look at the altimeter. Let me look up the weather at Telluride. So Telluride altimeter is 3048. .48, so basically 30.5 would be subtract 100 feet from the actual altitude of the airport. So that would be, we'll just make that an even 9,000. So since we're landing higher than we're taking off, we're going to want the cabin pressure for 9,000. So we'll set it now That's 500 foot per minute climb. We won't have to touch the cabin pressure again for the duration of this flight, since we're landing higher than we're taking off. All right, check our fuel. We're still running off of auxiliary, so we're good there. Do an EFIS test. Press and hold 7 seconds. Runway length at Aspen is basically 8,000. This could be more than enough. Runway heading is 331. We need 6,000 feet. We've got that. Rotate at 105 indicated, so right in that middle one. Turn on our taxi reco. Pitot heat stall warning. Get our current ATIS.
1753 Zulu. Wind 330 between 320 and 050 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point minus 14. Altimeter 3047. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 33. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Lima.
Alright, still current with Lima, nothing's changed. So we're going to
Denver Center, good afternoon.
Depart on a heading of 343 until we get to 9,100 feet. And then we're going to make a swoop in left turn to 273 where we're going to intercept the back course localizer, which is why I dialed in 108.5. That will take us directly to Linz, and then we'll head on to our next waypoint, which is somewhere this way. So that is our IFR departure, and we'll go with that. Put the props in the beta mode. Go ahead and squawk mode Charlie. Do a wiper check. Alright, so we are at Atlantic. With Lima, and we're on ground. Aspen ground, King Air 1399 at Atlantic, current with Lima, ready to taxi.
King Air 1399 Aspen ground, runway 33 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 33 via Alpha 1399. Alright, so let's get going here. I think I need to set the... Oh, it is set. Oh, I know what the deal is. Helps to remove chocks. Trying to figure out where to go in here. It's like a serpentine of airplanes. Alright. takeoff is right up here. That's the terminal, the main terminal there. The only thing that 11.5 broke on this airplane is the gas gauge. Like I used to do the walk around where I'd fill up using the gas truck and the gas nozzle, and it would tell you how many gallons you're putting in, but that feature got messed up with the X-Plane update. And a few people, including myself, have emailed the ticket process for Airfoil Labs to get this fixed, and they've been saying for a while that they're going to update this plane, so hopefully sometime this year they'll actually do that. Alright, we've got auto ignition on, so that's good. Left up, so we got controls, the right side is going up, free and clear and correct. We are trimmed for takeoff, flaps are set for takeoff. Do a wind check, the winds are 270 at 11 knots. It's a little bit of a left crosswind there, but that's alright. Tower is 18.85, so we'll switch to tower. We'll have to grab our departure frequency from the chart. Grab that e-brake, and the frequency is Aspen departure 123.8. So we got departure set. Tower 1885 is set. Let me get this overlay on my laptop. Do engine ice off for the takeoff. Turn on our landing lights and strobes. Aspen Tower, King Air 1399, hold short 33.
King Air 1399, Aspen Tower, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, wind 3307.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, wind 399.
Delta 1035, descend via the Longs 1 arrival to runway 35 left transition, Denver landing north, Denver altimeter 3043.
Downwind sim. Oh, that's a cool name, dude. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying it. Alright, so that's what it's all about, my friend. I'm not as animated as other streamers, but I try to do everything as close to real world as you can possibly do it in a sim. So that's what you get with me is I just do everything by the book as best as I can. Not necessarily totally by the book with like prop settings and all that stuff, but as for ATC and airspace and all that stuff, then yeah. All right, we'll take that out of beta and add some of that. Prop sync on. Add in torque.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive. 60 knots.
A little bit of a crosswind, so we need the ailerons into the wind.
V1. Rotate. V2.
All right.
Positive rate.
Gear coming up. Flaps out. We're going to turn on a heading of 343.
Gear indicates up.
343 until we get to 9,100 feet, like the Lens 9 says. And then at 9,100 feet, then we can turn toward 27, whatever I have set in there, 27 something. So he's going to tell me to go to departure here in a moment. It's 9,100. So autopilot on. Set that. I'm going to go to climb mode in the autopilot. Alright, gears up, flaps are up. I will reduce the prop a little bit out of the red while we climb here. Keep an eye on the torque. And then we'll have to grab this back course localizer, so we're going to go ahead and arm nav.
1399er, contact departure.
Over to departure, 1399, see ya. So now we'll go to Aspen departure, 123.8. Aspen departure, King Air 1399, Lens 9, leaving 1000 for 16,000.
King Air 1399er, Aspen departure, afternoon radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, 1399er. And it's all good. I bought the plane a while back when it was on sale. Have yet to fly it, so I'm learning. Oh, good deal. I will make sure to upload this video to my YouTube afterwards, so that way you can go back to it. So if you have any questions during this flight, just let me know and I'll try to explain it. But this is my second favorite flight. I'm sorry, my second favorite. Jesus, second favorite flight model or airplane model that I have. My first being the Flight Factor A320. And then this is my favorite turboprop out of everything I have. It's just an outstanding airplane. I mean, all the systems are modeled like I showed you during the startup sequence. Unlike some other beach craft that I have, like you can throw the switches, but they don't actually do anything. So, all right, so now we grab the back course localizer, and that will take us out to Lens, which is up here. And then we'll switch to GPS mode. Right now we're kind of like slant alpha. Add in some more torque. Sync that. Turn off our landing lights, taxi lights, and Rico lights. Turn those off. Turn that off for right now. Yaw damper is on and verified. Don't have to worry about icing right now, but you can check this.
Tango Foxtrot open, center Roger.
For icing, seatbelts are still on, that's fine. So are you working from a checklist that's included? Yes. That's a good question. So what I do is when I download these planes and learn them, I do the same thing that you're doing. I watch YouTube and read the forums and such, and watch streamers that are flying them.
November 5,
and then I transfer it to my phone I have a checklist program. So I have all my airplanes are on my phone. So if I lost my phone,
Charlie Foxtrot is IFR to Boeing Field. We're going to go out to Lacker intersection as you do.
I would be screwed. But you can open up the handbook and you have normal. So you have all your checklists right here. So that's, and you can expand them and such. So it's got everything you need. I just copied these off of the checklist and put them on my phone. But yeah, it comes with everything you need. All right, let me switch to heading.
Number 2 Tango Foxtrot, I might have changed your route. Just let me know when you're ready.
Make our left turn.
Number 2 Tango Foxtrot,
and you'll see stuff like this. These lights,
Mike Victor Alpha.
They're screwed up because of the X-plane update. So that's not normal.
Uniform.
So once the airplane gets updated, those should go away. Alright, we're now at transition altitude to 180, so we'll back this up to standard.
There you go, join the Watts 5 arrival.
2992 on both sides. As you climb, you increase torque. Oh, and if you want to know my YouTube, it's in the channel description below. There's a link to my YouTube, so that way you can follow along on that. And I put all of my streams that I do upload to my YouTube channel, I put them in a playlist per aircraft. So this, if you...
1399 contact Denver Center on 120.47.
Denver Center 120.47, 1399. 2047, but yeah, all my airplanes are in like individual playlists on my YouTube, so you can look up an airplane and just learn the actual airplane. So I've got a ton of King Air stuff. Denver Center, King Air 1399, flight level 203 for 210.
Number 139er, Denver Center, climb and maintain flight level 240.
I maintain flight level 240, 1399. Sick up the
Boeing 529er Charlie Foxtrot, heavy, Boeing clearance, clear to the Boeing
Like, this is part of what I'm talking about, that I don't abide by the rules, because this airplane needs an update. So a lot of these engines performance is a little bit buggy, and it will not blow up on you. The engines will not blow up. I could over torque this and it will not blow up.
5 minutes after departure.
Hopefully an update will fix that,
0.4.
but that's what we got right now.
Squawk 5353.
So I only worry about the torque as I climb, even though the ITT is too high and a lot of that, but I'll see how the plane behaves after it's updated eventually. Turn off our seatbelts up here. Cabin pressure check.
Number 525.
Very good on the cabin pressure.
Charlie Foxtrot Heavy coming through a little bit broken. Cleared to Boeing Airport. Cobain 1 departure.
Sounds good. I'll check it out. You're doing a great job. Hey, thanks, Downwind. Appreciate it.
Direct. Climb and maintain 2,100. Expect 4,000 within 5 minutes after departure.
If you haven't followed my channel, you can click that follow button and then you'll be alerted whenever I do go live. I have a schedule in my channel that I keep. I might be like, if my schedule says I'm going to start at 1, then I try to start it at 1, but sometimes I could be as late as 1:30 depending upon scenery issues or whatever comes up.
Just like Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. Cobain 1 departure. Radar vectors, FAM stress, or read back correct.
Alright, so back off the conditioner lever for cruise. Real King Air 350 pilots will tell you that they do all phases of flight in the conditioner lever in the low idle position. There are certain times that they do at full power. I mean, yeah, full power, but I only put it to low idle when I get to cruise because I prefer the extra power for takeoff and landing. So it does make a difference. It helps with having a nice, softer landing. All right, let's reduce our prop to 1650. Appreciate the follow there, my friend. Why is that? Oh, the overlay's not working. I mean, it is, but I have to fix it here real quick. Where's it at? I have to do this every so often for some reason. There we go. Now we got the overlay.
Roger.
Yeah, we X that out. So now we're making our turn toward the next waypoint. And of course, you know that this is the GTN 750. It doesn't come with the plane, but there is a free mod to where you can utilize the GTN in the 3D panel. And that you can find that on the org. Here's a cool feature to this plane. Besides some people, you could break out the tables, bring on the TVs. I guess they're TVs, it's like little iPads or something. Click here, you can go to the different places.
At Kilo Alpha to the ramp and monitor ground. Have a great day.
And another cool thing is you can click on any seat and sit there. And it will flip you around. It's pretty cool. That opens up. So we're gonna get a little closer. We'll get Telluride weather, but the TAF showed west winds out of the west pretty heavy, so we're gonna have to do a circling approach. So let's see what we need to look at here. Sorry, I know I look to the left. It's because of my second monitor, so I'm looking at this form on the second monitor. So I like using the Yankee because it has an LPV approach into Telluride. So we can use the IAF DIOC because it's pretty much on the waypoints, and then cones is the IAF, so your IAF is initial approach fix, and then you'll take that to the FAF, which is your final approach fix, and the FAF and cones VOR both 13,000 feet with a 3.69 degree glide path. It's LP, so it basically has an artificial.
Number 1399er, contact Denver Center 118.57.
Denver Center 118.57 1399. 118. I'll go back to that in a second. 57.
Still 1035, Denver Center, pardon me, Denver approach information, hotel. I just came current a bit ago, altimeter 3040.
I'm just gonna do, well, I'll do the approach, just for fun. Make sure I'm not stepping on anybody. Denver Center, King Air 1399, flight level 240.
King Air 1399, Denver Center, under descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000.
Descend pilot discretion, maintain 16,000, 1399.
Telluride altimeter 3049er.
3049er, 1399, thanks. This pressure is so high. Alright, so let's say cones I want to be at, since it's actually, let me do that, that'd be easier. Let's say 13,000 at cones, that will give me a top of descent. So we're going to go to flight plan and cones, we'll say 13,000. And then we'll save that. And then we can go back to the map. I have this set up for VNAV. 1,500 feet per minute is what this plane will do by default. You can adjust it, but that's default. So, time, top of descent. You gotta watch, sometimes it says BOD, and that'd be bottom of descent, so you gotta make sure that you don't need to descend yet. So he says, descend at pilot discretion, maintain 16,000. So we'll descend in 2 minutes. And then I'll set up the approach actually from the cones VOR. It's what'd you say here? It's tight in Telluride Valley. Be careful, don't hit anything. Yeah, I know. It's fun though. I have a system that I do. It's probably not the best system, but it's how I handle the approach. I do a circling, and I know to keep so circling is 12,000, so I keep it at about 12.5, and then, why is this thing not working? There we go. So it was like paused or something. So I'll come in and then I'll cut off to the right to do circling, and then I come over this mountain and I come into the valley because it's just easier with this plane. You know, best case scenario is straight in, but a lot of times the wind is out of the west, which it is right now. But I'll show you that we're going to do the LP anyway. Make sure it captures it. So we got 30 seconds, so we'll drag this down to 16,000 feet. And then we already set the pressure for landing, so we don't have to mess with that. It's already set properly for the altimeter. So we can hit the descend button, take out the torque, and we'll let Denver know that we've left our last assigned altitude. Denver Center, King Air 1399, leaving 240.
King Air 1399, roger.
And then it's fine. Telluride's right up here. And with this airport, sometimes it gets cloudy over Telluride and you can't really see the airport. So I use Farmington as a backup airport. So there's been a couple times where I've flown here and I've had to go back out to the missed approach. Like here, I'll do the missed approach, which is a climb right turn. Well, this is if you're straight in. You basically have to know if you're going to do circling or not. Like once you choose to do the circling, you're pretty much committed, except you come over. But if it's IFR conditions, then you need to see at least by 12,000. But a lot of times it's cloudy, and I'll come in here and I'll just do a U-turn per this, and then I'll come back out to cones VOR and I'll hold, and then I'll tell ATC that I want to divert because I can't get in there, and then they'll draft me a new flight plan, and I'll just tell them I'm going to hold at Cones VOR until they're ready to issue me a new flight plan. Or I could just continue to Farmington VFR myself and just do it that way.
Contact Denver, approach 123.85.
Could go either way. All right, so let's turn our seatbelts back on. Come back here. No more snacks for you. You gotta make sure you close the little iPad thing first. Otherwise, the table, see how it won't,
1035, Denver approach,
won't go up.
Thanks for hotel.
So you have to do the iPad first, then the table, and then you're good. And Telluride. So Telluride's going to have a CTAF, which is right here, 123.0. So we'll get CTAF ready so we can talk to anyone that's in the pattern or on the ground, and we can also hear them if they're going to be taking off or something. So we're going to be entering the pattern, so we need to have some sort of communication. Coming up to transition altitude. Go ahead and set this for, what do you say, 49? 3049, we'll come over here,
1035, flight present heading, vectors visual approach, runway 35 left,
49, and Telluride, ATIS, AWAS, 1832, so we'll bring in 1832.
Telluride RGNL weather, wind 250 at 17. Visibility more than 10.
I'll use Telluride's altimeter.
Temperature 9. Dew point -16. Altimeter 3047.
Alright, winds 250 at 17, so it's pretty much right down the runway. 250. There's going to be a little bit of a left crosswind, so it's going to be sporty. It's going to be sporty getting in here. Did PilotEdge stop doing ATC services? No, not yet. He just told me to descend. The last instruction he gave me was descend at pilot discretion and maintain 16,000. So I'm just descending down to 16,000. And then when I get a little bit closer, then I'm going to cancel my IFR. And then we'll just switch to CTAF. And we'll basically be squawking and maintain VFR unless I need to go back out to Cones VOR for whatever reason, and then we could call him back up. But no, we'll be talking to him here shortly. All right, altimeter is checked. Cabin pressure is good. We are set for Telluride. Oh, not ATC, ATIS. Did PilotEdge stop doing? So.
1035, turn left heading 080, descend and maintain 8,000.
Let me show you real quick. Come over here.
1399, do you have the weather and approach request?
Current with weather would just be visual into the airport for 1399.
Roger, descend and maintain 13,000.
Descend, maintain 13,000, 1399. Okay, descend. So I'm going to answer your question here in just a moment.
1035 affirmative, 080 and
so
8,000.
you got to remember that
And Delta 1035.
PilotEdge simulates real-world stuff as well. Telluride is not a towered airport, even in the real world. So you use a CTAF, which is a traffic advisory frequency. I can't remember what the C stands for. Something traffic advisory frequency. So this is strictly for pilots to talk to one another. So AWAS, there's no ATIS. Only PilotEdge controlled fields would have ATIS. And since this airport has no tower, there's no ATIS to worry about. That's why there's no ATIS here. But there is something else I want to show you. So we come over here and we got PilotEdge.
1035, contact tower 133.3. We'll see you.
Operating hours. So PilotEdge has radar services.
Report to airport inside or cancellation of IFR.
I have the field and we cancel IFRs at this time. 1399.
Number 1399, roger. IFR cancellation is received. Squawk and maintain VFR and frequency change is approved. We'll see you.
Squawk and maintain VFR, frequency change approved. 1399. Thanks, we'll see you. Alright, so let me switch. I'll show you that other thing in a moment. Alright, so we're going to switch to Telluride CTAF. And we'll do... Well, I don't have to do that. Alright. Let's do landing lights. Turn those on. Turn that on. Taxi. Reco. All that is fine. Telluride traffic, King Air 139er, be entering left downwind, runway 27 for Telluride traffic. So that's just CTAF. PilotEdge doesn't control any CTAF airports. So there is a ton of airports that don't have towers. And even in the real world, you just don't, you don't talk to anyone other than other pilots for CTAF. Over a little bit for the downwind. But yeah, so common traffic advisory frequency, good deal. That is it. Thank you, Google. But yeah, so any airport that says CTAF, even on VATSIM, the VATSIM controllers will not control other than assign. If there's an IFR approach that you can do, then you can get cleared to fly the approach. But there will never be any tower. No one's ever going to tell you you're cleared to land at a CTAF airport such as this one. It's all traffic pattern and looking out for other aircraft. For IFR, if I were to actually get cleared to fly this approach through PilotEdge or VATSIM or whatever the case may be, then in IFR rules, they only allow one in, one out. So they'll put an IFR hold on any aircraft that might be departing or arriving, or departing rather. So if I had an IFR clearance to land, ATC would not let anyone take off IFR. Now that's not to stop people from taking off VFR. So we're in VFR conditions, so you got to really be on your game and look out for other aircraft that might be in the pattern. So we're going to fly over the ski resort, which is right here, and we're going to duck down into this canal and come back because the airport is elevation 9,000. So you're going to want to be at drop to about 10,000 in here. Let me put these real quick, set the markers for quick reference. Telluride traffic, King Air 1399. Beam the numbers, left downwind, runway 27, Telluride traffic. Alright, so we're coming up to 180 knots, so we're going to go flaps.
Flaps up.
10 or whatever it's called. I don't know why it says flaps up, that's not correct. There's 160 knots. So 160, we can drop our gear traveling, and then you verify gear down. So first you say gear traveling because you want to make sure you say gear down so you see all the green. So we're good. Gear down. And I'm going to go full flaps here in just a moment.
Gear up.
So we're going to do autopilot off. PilotEdge is still doing the ATIS services at ATIS airports. Yes, it's just Telluride doesn't have ATIS, but yes, they do. So the airports that they control, they have ATIS, and I'll show you that. Once I get on the ground, I'll show you that. There was like a map, that service area map I wanted to show you. Alright, so we're going to go flaps full. We're going to go props full, conditioner levers full. We're going to drop out of the sky. Basically going to force stall this thing. This is, like I said, it's not the, maybe not the best way to handle this, but it's how I do it. Just keep it real slow, and then you dive down to about 10,000 feet. Man, they got fall weather. That is really cool.
1,000 feet to minimum.
It's October, so now the trees are turning yellow. That's cool. See, that's how I do it with this plane. You know, smaller plane, you don't have to go out so far, but it's just how I've learned to do this pretty successfully. There's gonna be a little bit of a left crosswind here. Telluride traffic, final, runway 27, full stop, Telluride traffic.
$1,000 feet to minimums. $500 feet to minimums. 500 feet to minimums. 200 feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums. 100 feet. 50 feet. Props full.
Reverse. Without going off the runway.
Knots.
Such a bouncy runway here. Telluride traffic, King Air 1399er, back taxiing, runway 27, Telluride traffic. Alright. Take out our flaps. Back that off, put that into beta mode. Turn on our engine ice. Telluride traffic, King Air 1399, exited the runway, taxiing the parking, Telluride traffic. Right, so we can turn off our landing lights, strobe lights, turn off auto ignition. Okay. Park right here next to the terminal. Set the brake. Take this out of beta mode. Turn off the taxi lights. Seatbelts off. Furnace, coffee maker off. And then we'll turn off the environment, shut down the bleeds. Pressure was fine, I saw that earlier. Turn off pitot heat, stall warning. And we will feather the prop. Turn off the avionics before you shut down the engine. Where that at? Avionics, AFIS, those things off, and now we're good for the inverters are off. Now we do fuel cutoff. I'll shut it down. Up here to PilotEdge, we'll disconnect. Traffic level. All right, so let me show you this map real quick. So PilotEdge still doing ATIS. True Grit Airstrip is just to the north of your current position, named after John Wayne movie filmed there. Did you hear about the John Wayne Airport? They're going to be looking to change the name because I guess he was a racist or something. I don't know. Just made me remember that. But I've never been there. It's a True Grit Airstrip. I'm going to have to check that out. So with PilotEdge, every one of these airports that has a dot, they're color coded for the class of airport. Like this is a Delta. Dark red would be Bravos, and magenta would be like Charlie class airports. Yeah, well, yeah, it's right there, duh. So each one of these airports is going to have an ATIS. So each one of these, like Reading, for example, you can also cheat and go to this ATIS, and you can look it up that way, and it'll give you the ATIS. So yeah, each one of those areas has ATIS, each airport. And of course, there is a ton of airports in the ZLA. You've got all these airports that have ATIS. Pretty much every airport in California has Telluride and PilotEdge. I always thought that was a cool service, the ATIS. Yeah. Well, VATSIM does it too, but VATSIM does it only when they're online, obviously. So these guys, I pay for this service because I want my ATC. I want it guaranteed during the day. So that's why I pay for it. So that way, every flight I do, I'm guaranteed air traffic control. You know, during the evenings, then I fly out here on VATSIM because the guys will start manning those positions during the evenings. Like tonight, Miami Monday, I'll be flying in or out of Miami because they have VATSIM training on Monday nights. So pretty much all of Florida will have ATC services on VATSIM at night. But PilotEdge is just wonderful. I mean, you have all the mountains to fly around. It's totally worth it. You can get just just a yellow section for $20 a month. So you can fly airliners, you can fly little stuff. You have the, Pacific Northwest for $20 a month. It's a hell of a bargain, if you ask me. All right, let's do the replay. Let me do pause. Let me make sure I'm offline.
Props full.
So bumpy, but I like the shock absorbers in this. It's really cool. It's even scarier
60 knots.
When you're in the passenger seat. Love how it's seasonal. It's super cool. That's X-Coder or C-Coder scenery. I can't remember if it's X or C, but his sceneries are very good. He does Denver too. Denver is awesome.
500 feet to minimums.
I'd say
500 feet to minimums.
him and Vertical Simulations has really nice custom sceneries.
Knots.
All right, guys. That was a fun flight. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me this afternoon. Welcome, my new follower, Downwind. Nice to meet you. And yeah, I'll make sure I'll upload this to my YouTube in here in a few minutes. So give it about maybe 2 hours and it will be posted on my YouTube channel. And my next scheduled stream is, what is it, Friday? Let me see. Thursday. So my next scheduled live stream will be this Thursday Same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. And I'll fly something different, obviously, on that day. But yeah, good times. Hey, Noel, took lots of screenshots. Was here from the takeoff. Oh, good deal. I know you like your screenshots. In the plane. Yeah, I know. All right, y'all. I will catch you Thursday, if not before. Y'all have a good week. Talk to you soon. Chase out.
Center heading 9,000, Scouts 5046.
100.
Heading 100, United 357.
Skywest 5143 heading 020, join final, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
020 to join, cleared the visual approach, 35 left, Skywest 5142.
Scott 5730.
You said you picked up that ERJ off your right there, they're joining the east final.
We got him inside, Skywest 5117.
Skywest 5117, roger, thanks. Contact tower now, 133.3, and have a great day.
1333, thanks, Skywest 5117.
United 357, descend and maintain 8,000.
Center 8,000, United 357.
Skywest 5143, maintain 210 knots, still advised.
Maintain 210 knots, still advised, Skywest 5143. United 2488, 12 for 11.
United 2488, Denver approach, runway 35 left.
Thank you, sir.
Frontier Flight 792, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000 for Flight 792.
United 357, turn left heading 080.
Heading 080, we have the airport in sight, United 357.
United 357, roger, thanks.
We have Kilo and we're expecting 35 left. Skywest 5931, thanks.
5063 traffic for you off your left side, 8,700, Boeing 737. Still be for the left parallel.
Inside, Skywest 5063.
Southwest 1790, turn right heading 200.
Right 200, South 1790.
Touchdown. 46ers traffic, 12 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, Skyster, level at 8,000 eastbound.
At your 3 o'clock and 5 miles northbound at CRJ, 8,000, there for the east parallel.
I have the traffic in sight, United 357.
3440, contact approach 123.85. Good day.
What?
Expect visual 35 left. We have Kilo, Skywest 5214.
Southwest 1790.
Sky 5046, airport 2 o'clock and 21 miles.
Inside, Skywest 5046.
Sky 5046, roger. And heading 320, intercept the localizer off approach clearance shortly.
321, intercept 35 right localizer, Skywest 5046.
Sky 5063, 170 knots, or greater to Franz.
70 or greater to Franz, guys, 5063.
Light chop through 14,000, top 14,000.
3310, 10,000, Sky 5730.
Southwest 1790, airport 3 o'clock and 12 miles.
Inside.
41, verify altitude.
190.
080, slow to 190 from flight 7892.
And we have Kilo.
United 1407, Denver approach, you can expect a visual approach, runway 35 right.
Okay, visual 35 right, we'll expect United 1407.
Searching.
Skywest 5063, towers 133.3 today.
Tower, good day, Sky 5063.
Southwest 1790, reduce speed to 170 to front.
Slow 170 to Franz, South 1790.
270.
American 1805, Denver approach, plan the visual approach, running 35 right, Denver altimeter 3041.
3041, we'll expect 35 right for American 1805.
Denver approach United 1407, I just wanted to clarify with you, you want us to
Fly the 3-5 right transition on the Class 2 as well, so Pearl for a final endpoint.
United 1407, you can just spec vectors. You don't have to change it.
Okay, no problem, United 1407.
He's with you, passing 13.1 on the
2520, connect Denver Center, 133.95.
0 United 2488.
Comply with public speed.
125.9, good day.
Good day.
Sky with 646, there's traffic off your left. There'll be an Airbus joining the west fairway.
Inside, Sky 5046.
Sky with 5730, heading 325, intercept the localizer. The airport's 2 o'clock and 22 miles.
Heading 325, intercept the localizer field inside, Sky 5730.
Sky 5730, thanks. Heading 325 to join final. Cleared visual approach, runway 35 right, maintain present speed.
325 to join final, clear visual approach 355, present speed, Sky 5730.
United 652, fly your present heading. Vector for the visual, going to maintain 11000.
At a 11000, present heading for the visual, 35 right, United 652.
Skywest 5046, reduce speed to 170 or less.
170 or less for Scout 5046. Visual 35 left, 020 to join, United 2488.
Yeah, 646, let's go start reducing speed to 160 to France, please.
160 to France, Skywest 5046.
646, thanks. Tower now 133.3. We'll talk to you later.
333, Skywest 5046, yeah.
And approach United 652. Can you give us that altitude again?
United 652, descend and maintain 9,000.
Okay, down to 9,000 for United 652.
Speed 190.
Speed 190, Skywest 6440.
United 2488, reduce speed to 170.
170, United 2488.
Frontier 792, traffic stops to right and RJ on the parallel.
Inside, front side 792.
Discovery 9550, 15-9er, descending via the ski 1. We're going to be high at Craig just to enable slow, just to because, or we can slow, your choice.
United 550, speed your discretion. Descend to maintain 12,000.
12,000 hour discretion, United 550.
Good morning, find the visual approach, runway 35 left, number altimeter 3041.
5285.
Yes, 5285, thank you.
9,000, Alaska 616.
United 550, flighting 060.
060, United 550.
Q1 landing north.
American 844, Denver approach, kilo is now current, and you can expect vectors for a visual approach runway 35 right.
Now, okay, and we do have kilo.
United 366, Denver approach, kilo is current, expect a visual approach runway 35 left.
50, continue left turn heading 040.
040, United 550.
12385, Skywest 5931, thanks.
Approach Skywest 5702, 201, descending via the Class 2, we have kilo.
Skywest 5702, Denver approach, change your transition to 35 right, you can expect a visual approach runway 35 right.
Alright, transition 35 right, Skywest 5702.
2.
Maintain 13,000.
06013,000, Skywest 5931.
United 2488, connect tower 133.3, good day.
Good day, United 2488.
Scott City 440, reduce speed to 170.
Speed 170, Scott City 440.
5. Okay, 10,000.